Hello, everyone. I'm Zoe.
And I'm Ebube, and welcome to our podcast. Thank you for joining us. Today, we'll be discussing online safety and digital awareness for adolescents, which are kids between the ages of 10 and 19.
Makes sense. Kids today are constantly on the internet. It's how they learn, socialize, and even form their sense of identity. But with that constant connection comes real challenges, online risks, overexposure, and mental health concerns that many adults don't fully understand.
And let's not forget how this knowledge of the impacts of digital awareness and safety can not just be helpful for adults, but also for adults working in organizations, as it allows for schools, companies, and even social media platforms to think about how they shape the digital experience of young people.
Exactly. When organizations promote digital safety and wellness, they build trust with parents, educators, and communities by protecting children.
This topic also allows organizations to be aware of the risks their target audience could run into if their target audience are adolescents and the goal of the organization's online related.
So let's dive in.
So Zoe, tell us about the members of the research group and the aspects of this topic they covered individually.
Big question. So there are 4 members of our group: Naomi, Abube, Saleh, and myself. Each of us covered different meta-analysis articles that touch upon different corners of research related to online safety and digital wellness for adolescents.
And how do these articles connect?
Well, in order of how the articles are connected, Ubube's article first covers the connection between adolescent social media use and depressive symptoms, opening the doors for basic understanding of the negative impact of social media addiction.
Then your article, Zoe, covered the relationship between affective mental disorders within parents and digital addiction within adolescents. This aspect covers a more complex look into how outside factors can contribute to this type of often ignored addiction.
Right. Then Naomi covered psychological interventions for internet and smartphone addiction for adolescents, which starts the conversation surrounding how to combat this addiction and first brings up the psychological impacts and the ways to fight this growing issue amongst adolescents.
And finally, Sally ended the summary by discussing mindfulness programs for problematic internet usage, a more organizationally focused investigation into how companies and parents can work together to reduce, if not end, this rapidly growing addiction for adolescents.
So, Bube, how were we able to fuse and combine these topics into a single research project?
Thank you, Zoe. We were able to combine these topics with focusing on the shared theme of digital awareness and online safety for adolescents, researching different meta-analysis that speaks thoroughly on the subject. Each meta-analysis approached the issue from different angles, which include social media and mental health, parental influence, psychological interventions, and mindfulness programs.
And all the meta-analysis articles dealt with how young people are affected by their online environments?
Exactly. By bringing the studies together, we were able to look at the bigger picture, the risks of being online and the strategies that help promote balance and well-being.
This fusion made our project stronger because it connects communication, psychology, and education, showing that protecting adolescents online isn't the responsibility of one field, but something that requires collaboration amongst many.
Thank you, Zoe. So, Zoe, are there any new revelations or discoveries that our group uncovered completing this research topic?
Thank you for asking, Abube. Actually, yes. Across 4 meta-analysis, there are several discoveries. The first was that social media use and depression do have a link amongst adolescents, relatively weak correlation.
What does that mean exactly?
That means that social media alone isn't the main cause of depressive symptoms. Other factors like stress, sleep, and environment play big roles too.
Oh, that's really interesting. And what's the second finding?
The second finding was that the emotional struggles of parents often affect how kids engage online. This was predominantly found in Asian countries, noting that families tend to have higher relationship between digital addiction compared to European countries and families.
Why is that?
This is because of a very large pressure put on the children in terms of education and the parental guidance being left to the mother even when it is a two-parent household.
So, in conclusion, meta-analysis articles are the ideal papers for wanting to know if there are any gaps in one topic of research and have a broader understanding of the topic through the lens of a fellow scholar.
Correct.
Thank you, Zoe.
So, Abube, how likely are we to be able to employ or use this method in future research studies?
We are very likely to use this method of research in the future as it's best used for research proposals. If we were to write our own meta-analysis paper, it could allow us to give suggestive framework models or theoretical concepts in the world of research without performing our own in-depth experiments with participants.
Right. We'd be working with previously gathered data instead.
Exactly.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Well, that's all we have for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. The Gate, Ebube.
And I'm Zoe. Thank you for listening and have a good night.